Hey, this is Doug Smith. A lot of times people want to know a little bit about my story and how I became to get involved in being a broker 14 months ago and growing a firm up to 220 agents as of today. It all started when I was 2 years old. I fell out of a two-story apartment building and broke my skull. I had a plate right here for most of my life. When I was 21 years old, I had my sixth or seventh surgery where they cut skull out of the back of my head, took the inside layer, which is hard, just like the outside. There's a meat tissue in between your skull. They took the back of my head, they took the inside layer of skull, and they put it on the outside of my head. But through that, I would have my head shaved. I'd go to school with my head wrapped. I'd look like Kojak with a NASCAR track with an incision all over my head when I was little. So I grew up with pretty thick skin because you have to survive those elementary school years when you have surgery like that. And if you don't, then you know it's devastating. And if you do, it means you grew from it. So I'm always thankful that I fell. I wasn't able to play organized sports, but I have a love of football, even though I've never played it in my life. And I just love life because every day's a gift. I shouldn't have been alive after I fell when I was 2. My skull was broke and nobody knew it for about a year. So I've wore hard helmets that had my name on it with a strap that said Doug for about 3 years in my early years. Made fun of all the time, and it made me who I am today. I have a built-in empathy, and I'm gracious. I have gratitude. I'm kind, and also at the back of my mind, I've always had people tell me I'm not good enough, and I love the naysayers. It's easy for people to like you when you're doing good. I actually love the naysayers because they spur me on to be better every day. And I've had them tell me that I can't be a broker. I have never managed. I was a part-time agent, even though I made over $3 million in sales, net commissions over 30 years. So it's always funny when people try to put you in a box. I usually find that they put you in a box because they're insecure about their own identity. And so I like everybody to win. I actually hate to lose more than I love to win. So even when I lose, I'm winning because I get so mad that I want to be better the next day. So it's really hard to hurt me. And at the end of the day, that tenaciousness, that thick skin has served me well in real estate. And that's who I attract here at DHS Realty, pit bulls. I attract people that want to be let loose, not have their wings clipped. They want a low fee structure, which is one of the lowest I have and the lowest that are in the state of Texas. I have no splits, no caps. It's only $100 every 30 days. It's $225 a closing. You get the rest of the commission. And it's only $50 for a lease or referral check. So again, last month in Collin County, the average home price was $400,000. If you worked with a buyer and all commissions are negotiable, but let's say you got 3%, that'd be $12,000. You pay me $225, you get the rest. That's incredible. And what do you get for that? You get me 5 a.m. to midnight. And I have the whole contracts and all the addendums up in my head. I can tell you every screen you'll be on without being in front of a computer. And that means that today, throughout the day when I'm working or showing, if I have my earphone in and you call or text me, I don't need to wait to get to a computer. I can tell you straight off my head what screen you're at, what's next, and how to send properties to people. So that's a benefit that agents here at DHS get is a broker availability 5 a.m. to midnight. A lot of buyers are moving here from California. It's a 2-hour time frame difference. So at 10 p.m. in California, it is midnight here. And you're going to be having a broker that's available in the trenches and pitching a tent and side by side with you. So all contracts come through me as a review. I template them, so I'm only looking at about 4 paragraphs on any form you ever send me. And I usually am looking at it before you even text me because my phone goes off when you send an email. That's some of the positives that we have. A negative that we have, but I like it to be a positive, is we don't have an office. We don't have a brick and mortar. Because of that, we don't have any splits or caps. Because we don't have a brick and mortar and we're a startup and we'll always be a startup, at the end of the day, there's no splits or caps because we don't have rent. And it's a remote real estate firm. So it's only $100. It's only $100 monthly, $225 per closing, and $50 for leases and or referrals. So come check us out. We definitely are a company of givers. We believe that the business of America is business, but the business of life is to give and serve your fellow man. I've worked with homeless, Meals on Wheels, food pantries, social, civic centers, Rotary, and you basically appease two things in your life. You've got to meet people because you're your biggest commodity, and at the same time, you can serve your community and the world, and you can also make money that way. So it's a unique balance between real estate that you can go out and be social, and at the same time, you can make money. So just remember, be a giver, give without any kind of a want, and it'll come back tenfold. And y'all be safe and have a great day. And just remember that, as Steve Jobs said, live every day like it's your last, because with certainty one day it will be. And I know at my funeral that no agent will say I left any secrets. They'll all be on YouTube. They'll all be on Facebook Live, Facebook, some type of recording, because I believe that you can be just as good as anybody else in the world when it is in regards to being a broker or a realtor. I take people with a heart rate. People laugh at me sometimes when I say that. And that's because no test score can ever talk about your tenacity. Only I can determine it, and you can once you become licensed and you get out there. So for the 20-year-olds or the 90-year-olds that are out there hustling, busting ass, meeting customers and clients, kudos to you guys. Y'all what make America go.